Welcome to The Note, I'm Mica. In the no shit news of the week, Nintendo does have one kind of huge regret with their new console, the Switch. They wish they had more of them to sell. Well, yeah, you and everyone else at Nintendo. Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé talked about the Switch shortage in a new interview with The Verge, saying, "I wish we would have more hardware. Our inability to meet demand is not something that is satisfying in any way, shape, or form, and we're working hard to satisfy as much demand as possible." He went on to indicate that they've worked to address their supply chain and said that we might hear something about that as soon as next week in their next financial report. Recently, there were rumors that Nintendo had nearly doubled its capacity for Switch production, so the company might be providing some confirmation very soon. Microsoft's been helping to lead the console and PC crossplay charge, so naturally, gamers have been wondering if that's going to include the upcoming console release of a tiny game known as PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. And creator Brendan Green addressed that question head-on in a new interview with GameSpot during PAX Australia. Green said to GameSpot, "It's something we're looking into, but right now we don't have anything to say about it. But we would like to see it happen. But how we do that requires a bit of work." In addition to that, he spoke about whether or not the game will have single player, something he mentioned in a Reddit AMA earlier this year. And on that front, he was fairly definitive. "We have no resources. We have no time. We have no plans to add anything like this to the game. No single player is coming to Battlegrounds." Just ahead of the launch of Microsoft's new beefy Xbox One X, the company has just given a financial update on the state of their gaming arm, and from the look of it, the Xbox One X coming at just the right time. At the moment, Microsoft revealed that their software and services revenue is skyrocketing. It's up about 21%, which is driven by Xbox Live users, digital game sales, and Xbox Game Pass. Unfortunately, that's all being offset by very poor hardware sales, leading to only 1% growth overall in the gaming segment. So far, the Xbox One X sales are well ahead of Microsoft's projections, so it'll be interesting to watch what kind of impact it has on their gaming business in the coming months. Another Overwatch competitor is seemingly biting the dust. Amazon announced that their competitive brawler Breakaway is going to be taking a bit of a development break for an undetermined amount of time. The developers wrote in a blog post yesterday, "We're letting our team take the time to iterate and evolve Breakaway's core gameplay to deliver what you've asked for. We aren't sure how long this will take, but we think it's the right thing to do for the game and you, the community." Breakaway was announced last year as Amazon's first major title, with the idea being that it combines some of the hero-based elements of Overwatch and the sports arena gameplay of Rocket League, along with Twitch integration. So now it can join the ranks of other games that hope to take on Overwatch and didn't quite make it. At least they figured it out in playtesting rather than after release. It is no secret that EA has been drawing a bit of ire from gamers recently over various decisions, and now they've upped the ante just a bit more by sending a cease and desist letter to a group of fans keeping some of their old games alive. Oh, EA. The fan project was called Revive, and it was meant to sustain a number of EA games that are no longer supported or sold, like Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, and more recently, Battlefield Heroes. The Revive project posted on their website that they received a shutdown notice from EA, and because they're diehard fans, they'll abide by the company's wishes. They said over the past 3.5 years, Revive Network has filled a void in nearly 1 million players' hearts by bringing favorite titles back to life after online services were closed after the GameSpy shutdown. The public reception for our efforts on this title were massive, and we never expected it to become as big as it was. To be fair to EA here, their cease and desist was actually very friendly and even gave their reasoning. Since Revive was distributing actual copies of some of their projects and used their artwork, it was easy to mistake their project for EA itself. They wrote, "The thing is, your websites may easily mislead visitors to believe that you're associated or affiliated with EA. We're the only ones that get to wear the official EA dog tag. Since you're Battlefield community members, we know that you are smart and helpful and will respect that we must protect our intellectual property rights in the franchise." So at least they were nice about it? I don't know if that helps, but yay, EA. The Steam Halloween sale is officially underway, and as you might guess, a variety of scary games are on sale. Resident Evil 7 is on sale for just $30. You can also pick up Alien Isolation for $12, the Amnesia Collection for just $3.50, and Outlast for just $4. There are also some VR games like Horror of the Deep on sale for less than $6, and it's not all horror games though. There are other merely spooky games on sale, like Inside for $10 and Dead Rising 4 for $36. Of course, there's a lot more than we're listing here, so go check it out. The sale lasts until November 1st. Get your spooky on. Speaking of Steam, it looks like Valve is overhauling its Curators program. You might remember that Curators program was supposed to help weed through all the junk on Steam with the help of some anointed gamers. But that hasn't happened, and Valve is saying it's going to add some more functionality to the program. It will still allow curators to embed videos, customize their pages, and organize games they've reviewed by theme. You'll also be seeing curator recommendations in more places on Steam. Valve says it's also improving its recommended curator system so that players will hopefully find new curators to follow. So we'll see if that helps, because steering people away from crap games on Steam is always a good thing. The latest project from the developers of Warframe has been put on hold. Digital Extreme says they're hitting the pause button on a hero shooter called The Amazing Externals. The game is currently in closed beta, but apparently it hasn't been drawing enough interest from the players. In a post on the official forum, the dev team says they've decided to hit the pause button on development at this time. They wrote that they took an honest look at the current gaming landscape and how the game was performing in closed beta, and unfortunately the game wasn't attracting players fast enough to support a viable matchmaking player base with the current game design's direction. The game servers will remain live until midnight November 2nd, and players who bought into the Founders program will be offered refunds starting today. This is the latest hero shooter to struggle, along with others like Battleborn and most recently Lawbreakers, but the developer says they may revisit the Amazing Externals in the future. Will the Justice League be defeated by Suicide Squad? Well, that might happen in the box office at least. The newest DC team-up movie is projected to open at around $110 to $120 million for the first weekend domestically, which is a lot of money, but it would be behind both Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman. But in a bit of good news, it would be ahead of Wonder Woman's opening box office haul. Still, that's not the most positive sign for a movie that's gone through its share of drama. It is worth noting, though, that Justice League still has a few weeks before it hits theaters on November 17th, which means that Warner Brothers hasn't made its final marketing push for the movie, so there's always a chance that those box office numbers could change. We believe in you, DC. Kind of. It looks like the TV version of the Kingkiller Chronicle books is headed to Showtime. It'll be produced by Hamilton creator Lin-Manuel Miranda, who will also write music for the show. Apparently Miranda is a huge fan of the books, and you know it's gonna be good. And the series showrunner will be John Rogers, who created The Librarians. The show won't be a straight adaptation of the Kingkiller Chronicle books, but it'll serve as a sort of prequel, taking place in the same world a generation before the events of the novels. A press release from Showtime says the series will follow a pair of wandering performers on their adventures through unique and startling world of Temerant, immersing audiences in a universe of unexpected heroes, mystical places, and terrifying dark forces. A release date hasn't been set yet, but we'll keep you posted, and you know if it's gonna have music from Lin-Manuel Miranda, it's gonna be good. Well, that is all the news we have for you today. Remember to comment on all of your favorite news stories in the comments below, and if you're new around here, like this video, subscribe to the know for more news. We do this every day. You know we'll keep you posted, and oh my god, new music from Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm pumped. So that's all the music we have for you. The music. Wow. Welcome to the know. I'm Mica. In the no shit news of the week, Nintendo does have one kind of big regret with their new console on the Switch. Not on the Switch, the Switch. Fuck.